Friends, hello, welcome back. Today we are talking how to make coins fast in NHL 22. Now, with the game ever evolving and becoming more and more about untradables and not as much coins but as much or more untradables, we're going to sprinkle a little bit of stuff in there as well that isn't exactly going to make you coins, but it's going to build your team, right? Because you're going to get a lot of untradable players from that. The untradable players can be built towards your team. So we're going to incorporate that into this as well here. I mean, after all, because they're all looking to make coins, but EA took out the ability to look at your friends' teams. Was it last year? They took out leaderboards. I mean, you don't really need to get coins or anything. You just go out there and tell everybody you're like 75-0. You got an all-99 team. They can't prove it. They can't prove it one bit. I want it back. I don't know why they got rid of it. It's a little pet peeve of mine. Why they got rid of that stuff. It was an extra reason, you know. It's like getting a fancy car and not being able to drive it around and show people it, you know. Nonetheless, we're going to start with what I like to do as far as making coins. My favorite way to do everything. I do this every single year as far as building a coin balance is just playing a little bit of everything. You play a little squad battles. You play a little hot rivals. And the reason for doing so, and I got to play a little bit more squad battles, gotta be honest. The game just came out, though. It was rocking at 10-hour trial. I like to fall somewhere around, you know, Pro 1, Pro 2 range there. If you can play the Team of the Week on All-Star or better, you get 3K there. If you can play, again, you play 4 or 5 games on Pro, all of a sudden you're running at 7-8K range, right around here, around Pro 2. And that's what I like to try to do. You know, if you can play 4, 5, 6 games in each mode, it's not as much. It's not a big daunting task as playing like 48. And then you need to get close to the top 100. But you can still, without killing yourself here, obviously. You can do it if you want. But I like to balance things out across game modes. If you got the time to play that against all of them, hey, go for it. You're going to get some great rewards out of it. But it's going to get you the Mega Pack, the NHL Players Pack. A solid reward there. I mean, yeah, you're going to get the NHL Player Premium Pack in Elite 3. That's probably a nicer goal. Is Elite 3 if you can make that happen, but still nonetheless you're talking what, 50, 60, 65, you're talking about 80k worth of awards right here. You're getting the 12k in the coins, and then you're going to get the, again, what is that, I think I'm saying it right, 37k for the Mega Pack. Players Packs are on 20, 25k. Get the Jumbo Premium Player Pack there. You're going to come around 60, 70k, and again the 12k there. So you can't beat that. I love playing that game, but I really like, as far as rivals are concerned, it's even better. You only have to play a couple games if you can win them. Probably, ideally, you figure you finish in gold. I know, love the division. It's okay. Again, if I fell down a goal in a game in Rivals, I just wanted to be ranked. You can always climb back up. But if I fell down a game in Rivals during this trial, or not a game, a goal, I was out as soon as it happened. Wasn't trying to come back. Wasn't trying to waste time because, again, trial, precious time. Wanted the wins, wanted the points. Was backing out. Ended up, I probably like 2-3 or something down here in D7. Nonetheless, you play this, you know, you're still talking gold tier, NHL Players Pack, Elite Pack, again, 25k, 30k, 55k in rewards right there. Or if you want to go with the coin route, that's not a bad option as well. 27k even there, guaranteed that 27k. And it's just, again, 3 games, 4 games, 3 games, 999. And that would be 3 games if you won them all and score 5 goals. So you can play 4 games, get that gold tier. That's the tier I like landing in. Even if you just want to play 2 games, NHL Players Pack, your awards are going to be a lot better if you're in a higher division than this. Just for playing 4 games, though, can't beat it. It's the best way. Rival Squad Battle is the best way to organically build your coin balance, especially early in the year. If you take the tradable options, because the cards are worth more, you can sell them, you can build your balance, and from there, you can start talking about working the market if you want to play that game, investing in some cards. My favorite thing to do right now, and it'll be pretty funny if this ends up not aging well, but it should be all right, is always looking at the collectibles. I've been looking at collectibles right now. Anything for 15k or below I've been buying, because there is so many collectibles up right now, because we just seen the power-up stuff. All the power-ups cost 20k, 25k, or a power-up collectible for upgrading your player items. Even some of the icons, you're talking 60k or 2 power-up collectibles, so they hold a 30k value or less. So I really like the idea right now. People, I think they're sleeping on the power-ups because, again, nobody's got their free packs are out yet, or their pre-order packs are out yet, where they're guaranteed the power-up stuff. So I think people are waiting. And once they get a couple of those, they'll start eating up these power-up collectibles right there. There's a 14k one right there, 55 minutes. But for the most part, you're seeing, even right now, I mean 14K, and then the cheapest one before the 14K is 17.5. I mean, I'll buy that puppy right here, right now, 14K. It's 3.5K cheaper than everything else. And even, I'm talking investing, making it easier for you guys. Hold on to that 14K and wait this out for 20. But when you got that big of a steal and the cheapest one up 17K, if you feel like working a market, sometimes I get frisky. Sometimes I like to stack them up. I mean, we're talking, what, 17.4, 3.5K plus the tax. You're going to still make about a 2.5K profit just off of buying that collectible right there. And as little as just one collectible. Again, that stuff adds up. 10 collectibles, 25K. We literally just came and looked. We didn't 59-minute mark it or nothing. We'll talk more about 59-minute marking stuff down the road. Trying to make this as basic as possible. And a lot of people, when they first start, you know, getting into HUT and stuff, they ain't as into working the market. They ain't as, you know, it takes some time to understand it. But we'll talk more in depth about that down the road. Yeah, okay, that's good. I had 6 active items. I'm assuming, another thing to do real quick, bringing it up, is sell your cheapies. It's early in the year. It's not early in the year. Sell players that you don't plan on using in a team building set, and sell players that are just laying around and before you put them in a reroll. The reroll is untradeable. Sure, you might get good pack luck. Most people, they won't, unless you put like, I mean, let's put it this way. You do 20 rerolls at 8 players a reroll. That's 160 players. That's 160K. Did you pull 160K worth of players out of those rerolls? If you did not, then you probably lost coins. These guys did not. Oh no, these guys did sell. No, I sold a lot of my 80 overalls. It's cheap, honestly, real cheap. 1850 right now is pretty cheap. You can probably sell them for 2 easily. But I think it's more important to look at your NHLers. Make sure you're trying to sell your NHLers that are at 78, 79 range. Try to get 1,300 or so out of them, because people are going to buy them because they're trying to do the team building sets. Now, these, they're a little bit more difficult because the AHLers don't have a team building set. So you're lucky if you get them to sell 4K, which is why we was looking at the X Factor set to take those players and really, I mean, it helps you build up your team. Depending on how much the X Factors go for down the road here. Right now, you can just take 20 of those AHLers, turning it into an X Factor set, and that's going to get you a choice of 1 of 5. We ended up getting a pretty solid group of players there. And again, you get guys 89, 90 speed. They're going to be well worth it. Help your team out right off the bat there. And you gotta have, you gotta have good players to make those coins when you're playing those games and make it a little bit easier as well there. And then make sure you're following the objectives. Now, a lot of the stuff this year, it's untradeable packs, which ain't gonna make you coins. You have to hope they give you something good in those packs. Otherwise, you're probably gonna end up re-rolling and putting them into a set or something of that nature. But, you know, the dailies that are not updated for 5 hours from me, apparently. The weekly, same story. You got a couple hundred coins, 300-400 coins in a couple of different sets weekly of 1,000, 1,500. Make sure you're going through those. Make sure you're going through the training camp, the tutorial, all this stuff as well. The tutorial shows 170 or 150, 150, 150. Do all this stuff. Probably a couple K plus some goalie celebrate. Not even a couple K. I lied. Maybe like 500 coins. Maybe 1,000 plus the mini pack. But that goes across the board for all of this stuff. So you got 5,000 coins for the 150 objectives. So just take a look at the milestone stuff early. Stuff you think you're excelling or you enjoy playing, and try to knock those out where you can get some coins off of those right away as well there. Again, building up that coin balance early, always a good thing to do. HUT challenges, they're boring. They are a grind. Some people can handle them. Personally, I struggle with them. But you do have to take a look at the featured event challenges. We did them. There's 6. We get 2 training camp collectibles for each one, and it takes 6 training camp collectibles for a player's premium pack. I think we're getting 84 Ryan O'Reilly out of it. It's a free pack. Is it untradeable? Yes, but again, it is stuff that can be used towards team building, towards rerolls, towards collectibles for your power-ups, whatever. All that stuff, it adds up at the end of the day, and it was literally 1 minute period. So what, 3, 6, 9 minutes worth of gameplay periods for 6 collectibles in a premium pack? You can't beat it. They're all on rookie. When EA's giving you stuff, take it. Nonetheless, though, solo challenges, way to make coins. You know, you're talking 800 coins there, 800 there, 800 a pop just for playing on rookie solo challenges, for completing all those challenges. 800 coins comes in 2 minute periods, shorter games, not so bad there as well. If you're a little bit more skilled at the game, you go to an area like Pro. I mean, you can even play Superstar where you really start raking in the coins. But, I mean, even here, right? 900, 1,350 coins off the board there just for playing a couple 2 minute periods. So, don't be afraid to touch them solo challenges. Overall, though, there is no foolproof, guaranteed make you rich scheme. I know that's a lot of people want to click on the videos and, whoa, where'd our 100K go? Oh, right, we bought that collectible. I was like, hey, hang on a second. But there really isn't. It's a grind. It is. You know, there's some stuff that's easier to grind than others. Find a niche. You know, like we brought up the collectibles. Of course, somebody put one up for 14,888. They'll keep doing that. Is what it is. Somebody will buy some eventually. Ain't worried about it. But, you know, find a niche that you're good at and wait until packs come out, work the market. You don't have to do collectibles. You can do, say, 83 overall players. You know, they're going to go down. They're going to go up in price as well. Or you can look at 83 overall players and say, hey, right now they're going for... it's obviously not right. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Kyle Connor, though, we'll just bring up Kyle Connor just for a good time. Give you guys an example here. Because the game's still early, there's not a lot of packs being ripped. Come Friday when people are yanking all their pre-order stuff, probably be more. Right now, Kyle Connor, 11K. There's 5 of them up. That means odds are when there's a lot more up, he's gonna go down a lot. But right now, that's like a peak price for Kyle Connor. It's gonna go down throughout the year. I'd say in like a week or two from now, maybe Kyle Connor's worth 5K or 4K. But when packs come out and they rip a whole lot of packs from Squad Battles rewards, Hot Rivals rewards on Wednesdays, Thursdays, a new event on Fridays, 5 o'clock, there might be 25, 30 Kyle Connors up, and they might be going for 2K, 2,500. So you buy 10, 11 Kyle Connors for 2K, and he goes back up on Sunday or Monday for 4K. That's clearly a double on your profit there, or a double on the coins you just put in all those Kyle Connors. You just got to find a niche. And it's just a slow grind of building things up. Every once in a while, you might get lucky 59-minute mark and finding a really cheap player. But for the most part, slow grind. But you gotta enjoy the grind. If it was easy to get your team loaded right off the bat in the year, it's fun to have a stacked team day one. And then you just, trust me, it didn't. And MLB The Show won. You had all 99s in 2 weeks. And I had no reason to play the game the rest of the year. So just kind of, you want to get the good team, just enjoy the grind. Enjoy the grind of making the coins. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. As always, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.